Hello, my name is Elizabeth and I am Nancy's daughter. I am currently teaching English in central Thailand in a small town west of Bangkok called Nakhon Si. And today I'm going to share with you what I do every day, who I work with, and the good things, challenges that come along with teaching English abroad. Check this out. This is how we get to school every day. It's called Tuk Tuk. It's kind of Sawadika. I'm going to borrow some money. Kapkunka. Sawadika.
Sawadika.
Kapkunka. We never wear shoes inside. Say religious thing. Sawadika.
Sawadika.
Good morning. What's going on here?
We're just doing gate duty.
Nice. What's that?
Say hi to all the students as they come into school for the day.
Excellent.
The way our schedules work is not like I'm a second grade teacher in the States where I have a classroom of students and I'm with them all day. We go to and from different classes, and in between we have planning periods. So during those periods today, I'll be wandering around taking different footage of what there is to offer at Danielsthorn Primary School, as well as interview 2 other teachers in the English department who are teaching abroad from the States. So we'll get their take on things here as well. This is what one of my classrooms looks like. The kids are so excited for our English classes. They're a lot less relaxed than their Thai courses, so I like to make them fun. A lot of them are vocabulary based, so I use flashcards like this. Right now in one of my classes we're doing transport, so this says by bike, there's by car, by taxi. Good morning, girls. It's a lot of like call and response, a lot of up and down, a lot of moving around, but yeah, that's what I teach. Lunchtime. We have a different lunch every day made by the Thai cooks. They're delicious. You never know what you're gonna get, so let's check it out.
What is in store for us today? Do you think chili powder would be good with it?
Not my favorite so far. Let's go see what Scott has to say.
Hi, my name is Scott, or as our students say, Teacher Scott. Actually, Teacher Scott. So we are sitting in one of my classrooms that I teach in. This is the M2 classroom, which is Mate M2. So that's the equivalent of about 8th grade in the United States. So my students in this class are mostly 13, 14 years old. They're the oldest kids at our school, and most of them are very, very good at English. They've been taking English for years. So we're just enjoying some extra time at the end of our lunch break to just, share our experiences a little bit.
Why did you want to teach abroad?
So a mixture of reasons. I never have really traveled outside of the United States much. I've done short family vacations, but that still was Mexico, Canada for the most part. So wanted a different experience. I've been set on the path to have a career in education for the last 6 years now. Took a little time after graduating, wasn't sure where I wanted to live in the States, and figured moving somewhere in the US is a huge ordeal. It's expensive, it's time consuming, it's emotionally exhaustive. I'd have to get a teaching license specific to the state wherever I ended up moving, and I didn't know where I wanted to do that, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money trying to get these teaching licenses for places I might not even use them. And so I said, you know, why not go get experience while still being abroad and kind of getting more time to see for myself where do I think that I'll end up being happiest teaching and living in the United States when I go back. So that's what has led me here to Thailand.
Yay. And what is one of the biggest challenges you've faced so far while teaching here at Janasorn Primary School?
Oh, the biggest challenge I've probably faced is the difficulty expressing my frustrations with my students because of the language barrier, which makes it hard too, because then I have to think, well, you know, they can't express their frustrations to me. So it's I get frustrated and I can't tell them that I'm upset or why I'm frustrated or what I wish that they were getting that they're not. And then I think, like, you know, that probably happens to them all the time. And so that for me is very difficult to know that they're frustrated and can't say anything sometimes, and when I get frustrated that I can't actually convey, this is why I'm upset. So that's been tough.
I could agree. Okay, one more question. What's one of the, or like an interesting difference between being a teacher and your experiences in education in the States versus here in Thailand?
So the biggest one is probably the teacher-student relationship. The teachers here are just so very highly respected. The Thai teachers, the local teachers are, the students know. They brook no nonsense, they don't put up with it. And then in the same way, the teachers occasionally hit the students. Not in, you know, not in a really, really intense, actually hurting a kid kind of way, but in a reprimanding, it's smarts. You know, they'll take a ruler and smack them on the arm, shoulder, head, whatever, if they're talking, not paying attention, being a disruption in class. So that is something that has definitely taken some adjusting to, and while it is not something that I like or appreciate, it is something I have had to come to accept as just a part of the culture, and I'm a visitor here, so that is just a difference that I have witnessed and I have seen its effects, and can say I'm glad that we don't do that back home.
I agree. Well, thank you for talking with me today. Do you have anything else to add?
Just that, you know, the reasons for coming and teaching aside, this is a very beautiful country with a very, very cool, very welcoming people, and anyone who has the opportunity, I would absolutely recommend coming visit Thailand.
Yeah.
Back on another break here at school, and I'm just doing some grading outside. That's one of the things I absolutely love about teaching here is the amount of fresh air, open air that is around the building. Everything is able to be open air. There's also access to air conditioning. They can shut all the windows and all the doors and use AC, but honestly it's not that bad to have the open air. Most people think it's extremely hot here, excruciatingly hot, which is not always the case today. It's comfortable, it's windy. I love the fresh air, I love being outside, I love sitting in the sun. Makes me feel a lot better, refreshed. And the other teachers sit out here and grade, or they'll grade out in the courtyard by the Patam area, and students pass you by. It's nice, it's refreshing. It's definitely something I'll miss about teaching here versus teaching in the States. And let's go check out what Rachel Cassidy has to say.
Hi, my name is Rachel Cassidy. I am teaching English here at Janasorn School. I teach Anaban 1, which is 3 to 4-year-olds. I teach Anaban 3, which is 5 to 6-year-olds. And then I teach Pratam 4, which is 8 to 10-year-olds or 8 to 9-year-olds.
Awesome. And why did you want to come teach English abroad?
Multiple reasons. For one, I did want to travel. I wanted an excuse to travel, but also my intent was to go somewhere and make a difference. Go somewhere that I would give children the opportunity to have a better life potentially, and now I'm here at a private school where they already have a pretty good life, but hey, to learn English is to typically have a better life, I would say, or at least, I don't know.
More opportunities,
Yeah,
I
more
suppose?
opportunities, I would say. Most definitely more opportunities. So I thought maybe that would be my place to help out.
All right. And what is one of the most challenging things you've faced since being here?
It's just completely different in comparison to American standards. Everything, every day is unexpected, and every day, it's not, I wouldn't say a challenge, but it's definitely, it teaches you to relax.
Yeah.
And it teaches you to just be ready for anything, pretty much, which is I mean, later on, as a teacher in the States, going to be a great thing to have, is just flexibility and patience, most definitely.
For sure.
But most definitely just the difference in culture has been a big shock, but also a nice one, a nice change.
All right, one more thing. What's something that you're most surprised by or really did not expect?
That's a good question. I guess I didn't expect to be as comfortable as I am. And something about the culture here just absolutely puts you, I don't know, it just makes everything seem fine.
Yeah.
Everything's so laid back that you just kind of find yourself, like, without even really realizing it, becoming more comfortable.
Right on.
Just like,
Thank you.
So we're here in the library, which I will touch on later as something I did not expect to have access to while teaching abroad, but has definitely become a great resource for enhancing my teaching inside and outside of the classroom. I wanted to teach abroad because I had just graduated from UW-Madison with my degree in elementary and special education, and I thought what better time than now, while I'm super young in my career, to be able to pack up and move across the world to teach. So I took advantage of that opportunity and timing, but also because I really wanted to gain a better perspective of access to education from a global standpoint, and while immersed in a different culture's educational environment, learn about myself as a teacher, about ways I can be more culturally inclusive in my classrooms back in the States, but also here as well, and just grow as a teacher, because being a teacher is a constant growth process. One of the biggest challenges that I've faced while teaching here, on top of what Scott and Rachel mentioned, I think I knew coming into this there was going to be a strong language barrier between myself and my students, but I did not anticipate the language barrier that was going to be between me and the other teachers in the building, whether they're in the English department or they're Thai teachers. In the past, I really enjoyed working with strong teams of teachers who are collaborative, work to better and fully support every student in the classroom, are part of special ed departments, are part of English departments, are part of tech departments, are part of, other speech and language, reading specialists, administration, and being able to work with all of those people in a building and toward educating youth has been something that I've really liked about the field, and something that as I'm applying for jobs right now, I'm really interested in the support aspect and the team aspect of grades and classrooms and buildings further. But here I don't have that. I can't tell if what I'm doing is right, what I'm doing is wrong, whether I'm doing what I'm expected to be doing, whether I should be here or be there. I get picked up, I get dropped off. It's a constant state of wonder, question, and I really have been able to become a more confident and more driven teacher because I just had to believe in what I've prepared, believe in what I'm doing, and that going into the classroom, I'm ready to go. But whether that's related to anything else that's going on in the class at the time, it kind of felt weird at first. It still feels weird today, but I've definitely realized that and has made me become a more flexible, more open teacher, but also able to read people differently via nonverbal communication and things of that nature. One of the things I did not expect was the type of curriculum that is being offered here. I have the privilege to be an English teacher at an intensive English program. It's called an IEP, which this is a private primary school, and so we have a lot of different. It's not just classroom. It's not just math, science, reading, writing. There's this fabulous library we're just hanging out in. There's swimming. Well, I'll show you.
There's keyboarding. There's computer lab. And PE. Taekwondo, of course.
One of the things that I absolutely love is the teachers. I mean, teachers in the States wear many hats every day. You're not just a teacher. You're a nurse. You're a cook. You're all these things. You're a maid. But here, that is like to the nth degree. They are amazing. The Thai teachers here are just amazing. The other day, I just watched them. They recorded and measured every student's height. They measured the student's weight. They check their nails to make sure they're clean. They give lice checks. It's like they're nurses too. Like the way they're like so committed to this job as well. It's their life. This building is their life, and that's the way the students treat it as well. The students brush their teeth here. They wash all their own dishes. They hang out before and after school, and it's just like such a great environment to be surrounded by. And even though I cannot communicate that I'm appreciative for that, or that I like this, or that I care about that, and like see how hard you're working, it goes without saying that it's felt mutually between being present here, and it's just a fantastic environment to be able to work in and like become a part of as somebody from the outside, and somebody who's not Thai, but has been so like graciously welcomed, and has been a very, very long and slow learning process, but definitely extremely beneficial to myself as a global citizen, as a teacher, and as somebody who is becoming a part of a new community that they were just introduced into. So I think that, yeah, I just have only positive things to say. And I mean, there are negative things, and there are challenges, and there are really, really hard things, but at the end of the day, I am so grateful to be able to work with all these children and be in a different country and really work really, really hard, because it is my responsibility to teach these children English. It's my responsibility to their families to help them learn English. It's my responsibility to Daniel Soren Primary School, to the program I got my certification with, that like I will work my hardest to help these children learn English, and I will do all that I can every day when I get here, and at home when I'm preparing, because that's my job. That's what I want to do. I love doing it. I have a great time. It's hard work, but in the end, I wouldn't change anything. I don't regret anything. I would do it all over again.
And that's what a day in the life of somebody teaching abroad in Thailand is like. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, check out my blog or ask my mom, and I can probably answer those for you. Have a great day, and I get home really soon. I know I'm not filming this video soon, but I'll be home in the next couple days and back in Menominee. I'm very excited.